What is going on, guys? My name is Aiden and welcome back to yet another video here on the channel. In this video, guys, we are going over how you guys can complete the 2-Fort Team Fortress 2 Zombies Easter egg. This is overall a really fun map and there's literally no guides on it whatsoever, so I thought I'd bring you guys an Easter egg guide because not only is this Easter egg super fun, but you get some of the most overpowered weapons I've seen in Zombies in a very long time doing it. With that being said, this did take a very long time to make, so if you guys do want to support me, consider leaving a like on this video, sharing it with any friends that you might want to do this Easter egg with, and of course subscribe to the channel if you guys are brand new for even more Call of Duty Zombies content. We make daily videos here on this channel, as well as stream every single day here, as well as on my Twitch, which is twitch.tv/BothHub. Also, if you have any questions, feel free to join the Discord or ask me down in the comment section below. The Discord will also be linked in the pinned comment, so you might as well do both. Let's go ahead and dive into this. So the first thing that you guys are going to want to go ahead and do is simply just get enough points to open up certain things on the map. There's a point where some of the challenges start becoming a little bit difficult, and that's around round 25, so you kind of want to make sure that you are done with the majority of the steps by then. But what I recommend doing is staying in spawn room till around round 3 and getting as much points as possible, and then following this path that I'm following right here to open up towards Pack-a-Punch. Now from here, you want to go ahead and do a few things. The first thing I always do is interact with this statue right here because it gives you a free 500 points. And then while you're in this area, go ahead and pick up this part right here. While you're here, I would also go ahead and get yourself one of these random melee weapons. It's 500 points, so that statue pretty much pays for it for you, and this will remain a one tap for a very long time, so you pretty much will use this to get all of your points. Some other things that I would recommend doing is turning on power and building the shield. I have a separate video on the shield part, so I would just recommend watching that, just because I'm not going to cover it in this video because I fear this one's going to be a little long already. But now we can officially start the Easter egg, and to do this you need to go ahead and interact with 4 different tokens around the map. Now you can only have one at a time, so if you are doing this solo, you will need to do every single one of these yourselves, which is what I had to do, and it only took me about an hour and 10 minutes to complete this Easter egg, so it's not like super time consuming, but it definitely does make it a little bit difficult. These 4 tokens can be done in no particular order, and here is every single one of the spawns. The first one is in the courtyard and is right underneath this like little platform here by like a sandbag. The second one is in the power room sitting on this desk right here. The third one is in the path down towards the red power area by this like vault looking door. And the fourth one is in the water area by Pack-a-Punch on the far left side if you are facing Pack-a-Punch. In my game, I start with the sniper class token just because I think it's pretty good. But as I mentioned, it doesn't really matter which one you start with. You just need to complete all 4 of them. Once you pick up any of the tokens though, you need to go ahead and go over to its respective stand. The sniper one is going to be the one on the far right that I'm interacting with right here. Place it on there and it's going to give you some sort of challenge. The first one for the sniper one is get 50 headshot kills, which is pretty self-explanatory. I recommend getting the SMG walleye for this just because you're going to need it later on anyways. After the 50 headshots challenge, you're going to get a challenge that says survive in the battlements for 2 rounds. This is this location right here, and unfortunately it doesn't count the round that you are currently on. So say you're on round 7 like me right here, this challenge will start on round 8, so you'll have to make it past round 9 before leaving the battlements. If you even step foot outside the battlements for like 1 second to like grab a drop or whatever, it's going to completely reset your progress, so make sure you don't do that. And that goes for all of these survive challenges that will be later on for the other tokens. The third challenge for me was get 20 kills with the kukri. This is one of those random melee weapons that you can actually go ahead and pick up, so head back over to that stand and keep hitting it until you get the specific melee weapon that you need. And finally, the last challenge for the sniper one is get 50 kills with the SMG. So just go get that SMG again, get 50 kills, and then head right back to this area and interact with it, and it's going to craft the Australian SMG. The next one I did in my game was the one under the water, and that's actually the soldier class token. This one is placed on the podium right to the left of where you just placed the Australian SMG. And the first challenge with it is get 25 kills with grenades. I recommend doing this one on an earlier round because this one gets very difficult later on. Once you get 25 kills with grenades, the next challenge is survive in the power room for 2 rounds. This one is pretty self-explanatory as well, and pretty much every single one of these tokens is going to have some sort of survive in an area for 2 rounds challenge. After that, you need to get 20 kills with the shovel. Once again, pretty self-explanatory. But then unfortunately after that, you get 50 kills with the rocket launcher. Here's where this Easter egg starts to get annoying because you actually have to spin the box until you get a rocket launcher. This absolutely absolutely sucks, so make sure you have a pretty good amount of points. I usually get pretty unlucky, but in this run right here, I got extremely lucky with my box luck, and it only took me around 20,000 points. After you get 50 kills with the rocket launcher, you are able to forge the Australian rocket launcher, which is an absolute beast of a weapon. It is so good, especially with PhD. From here, I got the Demo Man token. This one is in the upper farmhouse by where that vault door is, leading down to red power. When you place this on the token, it's going to give you the first challenge, which is get 25 kills with the charge and targe. This is actually the shield for the map. And if you don't have the shield yet, just watch that video that I previously made to know where all of the parts actually are. For this step, I specifically recommend going to the battlements area because that is where the shield buildable table is, and it'll make it a lot easier. After this, you need to get 20 kills with the broken bottle. This is another melee weapon. And then from there, you have to get 50 kills with the grenade launcher, which is once again a very sad step because that means you have to hit the box in order to get the grenade launcher. But I promise this is the last one that you need to hit the box for. After doing all of that, you'll be able to craft the Australian grenade launcher, which is once again very overpowered in this map. Now, I personally saved the easiest one for last, and that's actually the heavy class token located in the power room. When you place this token down, the first challenge is get 20 kills during insta-kill. This is extremely easy to go ahead and do. After that, you have to survive in the upper farmhouse for 2 rounds. This is the area right outside of the spawn room. I would recommend grabbing one of the upgraded weapons for this just in case, especially if you're doing it on like a somewhat later round like I am right now. After that, you need to get 20 kills with the ham shank, which is probably one of the funniest melee weapons that is in this map right here. And then of course, after that, you have to get 20 kills with the minigun power-up, which is also super easy to go ahead and do. When you complete that, you can craft the Australian minigun, and then from here, what you need to do is go ahead and make sure all of the special weapons are placed on these 4 podiums. They need to be placed on here in order to get the last token, which is known as the final token. This final token spawns in the spawn room, just sitting on the bench, and it looks kind of gray, so it kind of blends in, but you'll notice it if you run through there. This token is placed on the podium that is directly to the right when you first enter the Pack-a-Punch area, directly across from that statue. After you place it, it's going to give you one final challenge that you need to do in order to complete this Easter egg, and that's get 50 collective kills with the frying pan. To get the frying pan, it's just another one of those random melee weapons. You probably got it once when you were trying to get any of the other melee weapons that you technically need, but pretty much get that frying pan, get 50 kills, and then head back to this area, and you'll be able to craft the Australian frying pan or the golden frying pan, and you would have completed this map. So a lot of this map is very heavy on the challenges, but it is pretty fun to do overall, and the guns are extremely overpowered. I mean, this golden frying pan one hits for the longest time. It's absolutely insane. If you guys have any questions, feel free to ask me down in the comment section below or down in the Discord server, which will also be linked in the pinned comment as well as in the description. And if you enjoyed this guide and want more stuff like this, consider leaving a like on this video, subscribing to the channel if you are brand new, and sharing this with any of your friends if they are struggling with this Easter egg right here. With that being said, I hope to see each and every one of you guys in the next video or in the next daily live stream. Peace.